everyone. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our sunrise morning run. I love running. I don't usually run in the morning, although it is beautiful, just because I am in a beautiful climate here. So it's quite nice to run in the afternoon when the sun's out, you know, top up the tan, take the shirt off if you can. But I thought I'd take you on a morning run this morning. It's a great time to run in the morning, wakes you up for the day, gives you that energy, as long as you eat right straight afterwards. But I wanted to take you through some of the processes that I've gone with discovering running over the years. What a way to set your day, right? I mean, just look behind me. The sun is just rising right now over the port there. Rufus, what's the name of the port again? Still can't remember. We'll write it in the comments. Anyway, so you know, I've experienced a lot of running over the last few years. I discovered running, I love running, and it's something that I specifically encourage people to get involved in. It's not for everyone, different body types, but you know, having a good start in that process is very important. So here are the 3 big errors I made when I started running. Like right now I'm talking and running at a camera, so I'm not doing the best kind of posture or process. So there's one thing that I always see people make an error of when I run with friends who don't run regularly, is that I call it saddle running. They sort of run like this, you know, like they run like up. So a lot of the energy that they're creating with their legs and their motion, specifically the momentum, is just going up, right? This is terrible for your knees, terrible for your Achilles, and this is sort of just injury prone heaven right now, what I'm doing, right? I'm running heavy, I'm bouncing, right? So one of the simplest ways to correct that, before we think about proper like strikes and all this kind of stuff, is simply to lean forward a bit. Because if you think about it, running is a forward momentum sport. It's an activity where you create forward momentum, right? So if you simply bend a little bit at your waist forward, like this, right? So I'll show you, right? So I'm going at this pace now, right? I'm going a bit slow now, so poor Rufus doesn't have to go after me, right? So I'm running at a very small pace right now, right? So I'm going up, my head's up. Too far up, chest is out, which is great, but my head is behind my chest, right? If my head comes a little bit forward, if I fall forward a bit, right? My legs are relatively exerting up almost the same amount of energy, but my forward leaning is creating forward momentum, and I'm going at least at twice the pace right now, and I'm exerting the same amount of energy, right? So think about that when you run. Lean forward a little bit, bend from the hips, and have that kind of straight back and that elevation forward. And keep your chin up, fixate on a point in the distance, that's your second point. Don't run like this, you know, because then you might, it's just terrible posture, right? Chin up, fixate on a point on the horizon and focus on it. It also helps you to take your mind out of what you're doing. So for example, when I'm running back that way in a minute, I'm gonna look at the sunrise. What a beautiful thing to be running towards, right? Another one is about running for the enjoyment of running, right? The second you start to push yourself too far, too soon, too early, too long distances, you know, you're prone to injuries. So actually, slow and steady always wins the race in running. If you look at all the top marathon runners, they are really consistent with their pacing, right? So if you go out too quickly, you know, if you start off with a 4-minute marathon pace, or 350, this is probably about 350 or 345. See, Rufus can't even keep up on them. So yeah, this is a good pace now for me. Running about this pace, I'm guessing this is about 4:15. This is about what I ran my marathon in 2018. I was a marathon 3 hours, and it's a nice pace, it's a comfortable pace. You know, I feel I've got a good stride going. I probably could pick my legs up a bit quicker, but 4:15 is a good pace to keep for now. Nice morning run, it's quick, it's marathon pace. But especially over a 10, 12K in the morning, oof, you're gonna feel great with a 2, 3K warm up in the morning. And there you go. That's my few little fun running tips. I'll give you some more if you're interested. If you wanna see more of this, let me know in the comments. If you wanna correct me, please, because I'm not a physician or a sports scientist, please do, because I'd love that support too. And I guess I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, look at this view. As Rufus comes back to me, he's giving a little stretch after having a warm down, something people forget about, right? This is a long-term game. There's no short fixes, short wins. You have to build up your aerobic and anaerobic breathing over time. You have to build up your muscle strength. And do remember that muscle memory is a real thing, right? So given that I trained 2 years ago for a marathon, or coming on 3 years now, a lot of my muscle memory comes back quite quickly. So you actually really do slot back into your old ways a lot faster. So have faith, a little bit of time and effort put in now will pay you off in the future going forward. So one more time, have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. I'm gonna watch the sunrise now. So are we filming boats or are we filming me? What's going on?